Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. So, I know it's been a while. I've been grinding, school, work, working 2 jobs, going to school, and being a mother. And I enjoy that part, every bit of it. I love being a mother. So I'm going to give a little bit of just some Selena news and then give my opinion about the Johnny Depp case. I did not watch the whole entire court case. I probably watched a good 45 minutes of it. I didn't watch from beginning to end. I was watching certain clips from YouTube. I didn't know that they were still married. I thought they had divorced. Well, I guess maybe they've been divorced, but something arose, and that's why they were in court. But first, I'm gonna get through some Selena news. So, a lot of you all have been, asking me to talk about, the album. The album hasn't came out yet, allegedly. When allegedly the dictator said that it will come out at the end of April, and it hasn't came out yet. And then I also was told that the movie didn't even come out in theaters. I don't know how true that is. I'll look more into it to see. Maybe it's just in selective theaters and not nationwide. Maybe it's only in Texas, or maybe it's only in certain states. I don't know. Because I wasn't looking for it, personally, because like I said, I have the DVD. I have the 10 year anniversary DVD. All I gotta do is just pop it in my DVD player and have a good blockbuster night for free. I don't have to. I'm not going to no movies and spending $15 to $30 on a ticket of a movie that I can watch for free online, and or if you have the movie, or rent it for like $5, or stream it for like $5. But to each his own, like I said before. But I was told by a supporter that they never released the movie in theaters. So correct me if I'm wrong, if they actually did. They may have, but just didn't do it all 50 states. Maybe they just did it. Maybe they just did it in certain states. Who knows? And then I saw in the comments about when I talked about the movie, and somebody said, "Oh, the Quintanillas don't have rights to the movie. They weren't the ones that said that they wanted the movie to be re-released, and blah 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 blah. That it was Warner Brothers. I never said that the Quintanillas had the rights to that movie. I'm pretty sure they don't have the rights to the movie because it is under Warner Brothers. I'm saying that I'm sure Warner Brothers did not just up and call the Quintanillas and say, "Hey, can we should re-release the Selena movie, 25 years later." I'm sure the Quintanillas reached out to Warner Brothers and asked if it's possible if they can re-release the movie, and I'm sure they had to sign some paperwork. They had to, pay some money for that to happen. So actually, it was the Quintanillas that indeed wanted that to be put out, and as well as probably some fans. They may have contacted or wrote to the Quintanillas, but it was the Quintanillas that wanted that movie to be re-released. Of course, they don't have the power to re-release it. That they have to go through Warner Brothers or whatever film industry that they had to go, that had something to do with that movie. But yeah, we know it's Warner Brothers. So yeah, don't misquote me, because I never said that. Okay, so I'm shutting that down and setting that straight. Also, what else? Any other Selena news? Also, yes, I saw the news clip, and I also posted on my IG if anybody follows me. And I also posted a picture of the little girl whose birthday, I believe it was. She was hitting the piñata of the face of Yolanda Saldivar. who is currently serving time for the demise of Selena Quintanilla. So if you hear any honking or anything, that's me driving home from work. So yeah, and I support her 100%. The little girl, I mean, she was using her face as a pinata. I said go at it, because I don't want to say certain things that you too might be against. I said go for it. She deserved it. Go for it. Make sure you bust all that candy out of there, and then some. I thought that was pretty unique. I have no issues with that at all. I think it's funny. I think it's great. I think that more people should do that for their birthdays. You know, who is really huge fans of Selena. Make a pinata out of Yolanda's face and just beat it out of it. And beat that candy out of it. All of that. So yeah, don't have no issues with that. What else? I will continue to read the book Selena with Love. I think I stopped on chapter 4. It's getting towards the end of the school year, so I should have a little bit more free time. So I will make sure that I catch back up on the book. So that will be continuing on in the upcoming month. Probably towards the end of June or something. Okay, and what else is there? Because there has been a lot of news, and I will go back to my DMs to see what the supporters want me to talk about specifically in reference to Selena, but I don't have any in mind right now because I'm also driving, and I am also, my mind ain't all the way there yet, but I wanted to put out some type of content since I haven't done it in a while. So yeah, still no news on Martin Gomez's book. He's still looking for publicists or people to support it, a publisher, and other people that handles the final design and everything for the book. So I'm sure he got to find designers, to create the cover page for the book, and just the whole outline of the book itself, and need a publisher or an editor and all of that. So he needs I guess he's looking for those type of people, and then we should be on the lookout for that. But I need to look on his page for updates, because I haven't looked on it since I posted an update on my community page. So yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything else to really talk about in reference to Selena. Like I said, I'm going to go check my DMs later on the week, and if it's something that I will agree to talk about, that you all want me to talk about, I will post up another video. So let's get into the Johnny Depp video. So case. So I guess Johnny Depp and his strange ex-wife, Amber Heard, they were married for a couple of years. I don't even think they were married that long, but I didn't follow his marriage with her. Now, Johnny Depp is one of my favorite actors. I have pretty much almost all of his movies. I may not have every single one that he's made, but I have a lot of the popular movies that he has, like Edward Scissorhands. I have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, H-E double hockey sticks gate. What else? The one that he did with Selena. What is it? Don Juan. I think that's what that is. Or Don Marco. Something like that. I forgot. Like, my mind is everywhere. So, forgive me. I think it's that. Well, if it please correct me in the. Oh shoot! I'm not even paying attention. I'm driving. Please correct me in the comments. Who else? What else movie I have for him? The movie that he played, the Italian. He played an Italian guy who was a cop, but he was acting like he was in the mafia to crack down the mafia. I don't remember the name of it, but I have that movie. I have Blow. I have Chocolate or Chocolat. Yeah, I think it's Chocolat. It's not Chocolate. It's Chocolat. It's French for French. The French version. What else do I have? I have Nick of Time. The list goes on and on. I have. The only ones I don't have is like 21 Jump Street shows that he was in. And I know he did a cameo in 21 Jump Street, the movie. I don't have that movie. But yeah, I have a lot of his movies. I don't have any of the current ones. Like, I don't have Alice in Wonderland trilogy. I don't have that. I think he did a sci-fi movie like a few years ago. I don't have that. I seen some of it, but I didn't like it because I'm not into sci-fi like that. But I have a major crush on Johnny Depp. Like, he is so sexy to me. Oh yeah, I have Secret Window. That movie scares me though. It's weird, but it scares me. But I have that movie. But he is so sexy in that movie. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. What else? Yeah, so I didn't follow his relationship with Amber Heard. Now, I really did love him and it's Winona. I think her name was Winona or Winona Judd. Not Judd. Winona Ryder. They were dating very, very heavily in the early, late 80s, early 90s. That was his, first serious relationship because they were actually in the movie Edward Scissorhands together, and they were together in that movie. And they were together for many years to the point where he had her name tattooed on his shoulder, on his, arm. But when they broke up, he got the last part of her name removed, and so now it's Wino instead of Winona. It's Wino. But yeah, they were pretty much in love. I think they were engaged at one point, or they were engaged, but something happened. Don't know what happened. Probably just Hollywood stuff. But I loved them two together. I thought they made a really great couple, and but then they broke up, and then he married some French model, Vanessa something, and they were together he didn't even marry her. They were together for a very long time, like over 20 years, I think. But I don't think they ever got married. But they have 2 kids together. I forgot his name. I guess Jack and something else. But I know it's a girl and a boy. But here's say that. So he married Amber Heard, who is younger than him. I don't know how many years. I want to say 10 years or a little more. But apparently, allegedly, there has been some domestic issues in that marriage. And I believe that's what caused their demise of the marriage. But then I guess something arose in recent years, because I thought they've been divorced. So I guess maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I know I should have watched the whole court, but I ain't got time for that. Really, I'm being honest. I guess sorry, forgive me. But see, I'm driving and I can't be cussing on the video, but I'm a very aggressive driver, and I do not like it when people cut me off. But anyway, yeah. So I guess is claiming that he has been abusive towards her, and she pretty much got her. She pretty much dropped her face to the ground. Literally, not literally, but yeah, because apparently, well, I seen the part, but apparently Johnny Depp had allegedly not videotaped, but recorded their conversation, their argument, and she pretty much told on herself. She pretty much admitted that she was physically abusive towards him. And yeah, so pretty much I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know if she thought she was going to have a case, but joke's on her. I mean, it's really not much to say about it. Johnny Depp, I feel like Johnny Depp is not a weak guy. He did the right thing, even though, I don't know. I mean, there are men that stay in relationships like that where they they get hit a lot and they stay. I'm trying to use some other words because of YouTube purposes, but I'm probably still going to get chimed for it. But yeah, some men do stay. It's not always the women that are the victims. There are also men, and I'm saying that he did the right thing, meaning he did the right thing by not fighting back, meaning not if she hits him, he doesn't hit her back. And he loved her. He loved her enough that he felt like he kept giving her chances, but she kept taking his kindness for weakness. And it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. The things she was saying to him, she was calling him names, calling him old or whatever, and just being very mentally harsh to him. Because I don't want to use the A word because they have some issues with that too. But you know what I mean. Like she was really mentally draining him. She was physically, harming him, and verbally too. Like she was a horrible person to him and a horrible wife to him. I'm glad they didn't have kids together, because that would have been even worse, a worse scenario. But and then the fact that she allegedly placed feces on the bed, which is disgusting for one, and that's just like spitting in your face. Like that's just the ultimate disgusting thing you could do to a person. And I don't respect a person to do any of those things, but she gonna be if she not shunned from Hollywood, then you know what, then there is some issues in Hollywood. Because if a person of color did any of those things, they would have been shunned in 5.3 seconds. If she still got movies coming out here and there everywhere, oh, it's an issue. Because she is the A word. ABUSER. That's what she is. And she needs to be put away for that, because that's wrong. And then this man was also dealing with other things. He lost his mom, and then he has kids to raise as well. And well, I mean, I think his kids are older now, but still. And he already dealing with enough trauma, and you sitting up there beating on him and saying these harsh things to him, but then want to play victim. You make me do these things, or you do this. Like, girl. Like, I don't know if something happened to her in her childhood, maybe, because usually it always starts from home. And then, usually people like that have lived with that. I'm not making excuses for her, but it's usually a ripple effect. It's like, usually people like that have either, lived in a household where that was happening from one or both parents. So maybe, her parents were, hitting on each other in the household, or doing a lot of yelling and screaming or physical things to each other in the household. And so that's all she knows, or that's all she, that's all she sees. So she does. But that's still no excuse, because that's when you, after a certain age, you can't blame your parents anymore to a certain extent, because you're an adult. Then that means that you have the responsibility to change that behavior, to break the cycle. Whether you need to go seek some therapy, or go to an institution where they can, until you get better, or remove yourself from toxic people, and live a more free and healthy life. Prime example for me, I didn't live in a that type of household, but I had some, family cycles that were going on in my family, and I wanted to break the cycle especially now that I'm a mother. So I'm seeking therapy. I'm seeking therapy for several reasons. Because for one, I'm tired of being, a certain way about me that I've been for so long. Two, things have happened in my personal life that I couldn't cope with, and so I needed therapy to help me get through these things that I'm currently going through. Also, my circle of friends. I've been friends with the same people for 20 years, and I felt no growth. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy my time with them. I enjoyed my time with them, and maybe one day we can rekindle a friendship, a better friendship, but I felt no growth with them. It was just the same old thing over and over and over again. And I just was tired of it. So I removed myself from the situation. And I don't regret my decision. I will respect them. I will always care for them. I will never talk bad about them. But this is my feelings, and this is why I walked away. I'm not saying that I'm permanently walking away from them. I'm just saying for a little while, I just need some time away, because it's just things aren't working. Things aren't, moving in a different direction in my, with my friends. And, I'm craving for that type of friends where, kind of like the show Sex and the City, where you go out with your friends on occasions to like happy hour, or out, or even a vacation or something like that. I have not done these things. I've done happy hour with my friends every once in a blue moon, but we never went on vacation together. Never. And it's always something. Either one friend doesn't have the money or the means to do it, or they just don't have the motivation to save the money to do it. Whereas, or another friend may not, prefer to do other things than, doing this or, that. And it's just always some excuse. And I was just done with it, so I'm hoping to, travel more, even though I have a child, but just, go certain places here and there. And that's what I plan to do. And, I'm going off topic, but I'm basically trying to break the cycle, trying to not repeat things that's been going on in my family for generations. And also breaking cycles in friendships, not trying to do the same thing over and over again. I'm just ready for new and exciting things. And I'm sure if they see this video, they may say, oh, but you still talking to so and so and so and so. And I may be putting a little bit of my business out in the street, but not really. The difference between my friends and the person that I've been seeing for a very long time is totally different. Now, I've been seeing this person, the father of my child, for over almost 2 decades. Pretty much my whole life, half of my life. Now, there has never been any type of, bad things that happen in our relationship. Any type of nothing. He has never put his hands on me. I have never put my hands on him. We have never said, we have never been mentally horrible to each other or verbally horrible to each other. We may have said some things and when we're upset, some things, out of anger, but we never bash each other or anything. Now, yes, he has made a bad choice in reference to our friendship. In reference to our relationship, but it wasn't nothing, physical or nothing like that. It was infidelity, and nobody's perfect. I'm sure everybody, or at least 90% of people in the world who has been in a relationship or a marriage has experienced infidelity. It's between the people involved in a relationship to make the choice whether they want to stay or leave. I am not a saint. I have been a suspect of infidelity, meaning I have cheated before on him, and he has cheated before on me. Yes, the length of time that he's cheated was greater than mine, but cheating is cheating, and it's wrong either way. We're working through it. We've communicated. I asked him everything. I wanted details. I wanted to know everything. And I know it's very hard for anybody to come clean about it. And it's not like I found out about it. He told me about it. Yes, he may have told me at the wrong time, but he still told me. And that's all that's important. And I know, and now I can cope with it a little more than before because we've talked about it. Anytime I want to talk about certain things, or anytime I have questions arising about it, he is willing to talk about it. And I wanted to know why he did it. Because there's always a reason. Just like there was a reason why I did it years ago. So nobody's perfect. And we are progressing. No, we're not married. And that's our prerogative. If it happens, it happens. It don't. I'm not pressed to get married. I'm not. If I would never get married, I wouldn't be upset about it. Really. I feel like we pretty much is married. We've been together for so many years. But we have progressed in our relationship. Emotionally. Physically. Just because we didn't marry doesn't mean that we're not progressing in our relationship. Because there are people that have been together for less years than we had, and got married and didn't even last long. They divorced quicker than they got married, or they get married for the wrong reasons. So marriage is not always the all in all. I'm not saying that I don't support marriage, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you have to get married. I'm not saying that, but it's not always all in all. There are people that are married today that shouldn't be married at all, and I'm just saying. They just doing it because of they trying to keep up with the Joneses, or they doing it because of what they see here and there, or everybody else doing it, or whatever, or they feel like they have to do it because that's what everybody say you have to do. And it's always the people that don't have a man that got so much mouth and so much to say about somebody else's relationship. But where's your relationship? No relationship is perfect. And I'm not making justifications for what he did or what I did or what anybody did. Because yes, he was daggone wrong. Daggone wrong. I was wrong. Everybody was wrong in this situation. So don't get it twisted. Oh, he had I gave him the business when he told me. I let him have it. I let him have it. But I can't change what already happened. I can only move forward. It already happened. I accepted it. I don't like it, but I accepted it. And if he chooses to continue to go down that path, that's his loss, not mine. Because I know I'm a great woman. But he's not choosing that. He's choosing to work things out with me. He's choosing to be a family with me. I'm not making him do anything he don't want to do. Maybe in the beginning he was doing it to not be the bad guy or to make up for what he done. But as time moved on, as time healed wounds, it's because he wants to now. Because like I said, if he want to go, he can go. Will I be sad? Will I be sad that he goes with another woman? Yes, I'm human. But I'm not going to make him be somewhere he don't want to be. Period. But what I don't appreciate is people, trashing him that known him a long time, just as long as I did, and sit up there trashing him as if he's a bad person, when that's not how you didn't have that same energy when you was before that happened. So don't sit up there and trash him like he's a bad person. He made a bad choice, but he is not a bad person. We all make bad choices, but we're not bad people. Especially we're not bad people if we acknowledge that we made a bad choice, but we're trying to do better. Now, if you continue to do that same bad choice, then yeah, you're a bad person. And if you don't have no remorse or anything. But I'm not going to go further into that because I just drifted off. But basically, with the going back to the Johnny Depp, he made the right decision for not putting his hands on her. And I'm glad that the law is in his favor, because he deserved to have justice. Because nobody should be getting their hands put on them. No one. And I hope that he finds someone that will love and appreciate him for who he is and will cherish him. And that's all I gotta say right now. And I'll get back with you with another video. Peace.
What do you think about Selena's death? She was in the movie with you?
I just heard about it, and it was, obviously it's very shocking.
Yeah, it was. Did you get a chance to work with her on the film?
Just a little bit, but not a whole lot. But I mean, she was very talented, and it's a real loss. It's a tremendous loss.
Thank you very much.
There's a question. You're